All right, YouTube, it's your big brother Mayo. So right now, I'm at these apartments right here. It's called The Mark at 3701. I forgot what street I'm on though, but it's in Arlington though. Just look up The Mark. It's gonna be in Arlington, Texas. So across over here, we got the Highlands. It's the area really like for shopping and going out to eat and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of stores and restaurants right over there in that area right there. So I'm waiting for this car to pass real quick. Give me a second. I'm waiting for them to pass. So you got all these stores over there. About to zoom back in over there. A liquor store, restaurants, steak restaurants, bars, and everything over there. That's called the Highlands over there. Yeah, everything's over there. So we got these apartments that's already finished, built, and everything. These are actually brand new. They are brand new. So you got these apartments over here. Then I knows how they got stuff to do over there and spend your money over there. They building these apartments over here. So this apartment right here is gonna have a parking garage at the bottom, and they're gonna build on top of it. Then you got these apartments right here behind it being built. Then you got these brand new ones over here being built. They got garages at the bottom of it, real fancy stuff, real nice. Ooh, nice. Then you got these over here being built. These over here being built. So they got all this stuff right here around here. So you can spend your money over across the street and stay broke. They want nobody to own nothing. How can you save your money if you live here? Got the parking garage at the bottom. The parking garage at the bottom might be an extra 200, 150, 200. Maybe, yeah, I think extra 150, between extra 150 to 200. I know this apartments in Farmers Branch, they charge an extra 125 for the garage located at the bottom. You really don't have to live above it to rent that one out. You can live anywhere on an apartment complex that actually rented it out. So you got these apartments that's being built. They don't have a name on it yet. It's brand new. You got the Mark right here. You got the shopping area down here. You got the highway going down that way. This is a really busy area. Right now, it's Sunday, is the holiday weekend. So right now, there's no traffic flowing right now. But on a regular day, it's cars constantly coming and going, constantly going. There's a traffic light right there. It's a red light. It'll take a long time to get out from this apartment complex right here. It'll take a long time to get out and then make a left. So the inconvenience of being right here, you really leave out easily, will be on a Saturday or Sunday, on a light day, to go out. So imagine when all these right here are finished being built. Imagine how hard it is to come, make a left from over there, make a left, from here to make a left. Look how many units it's gonna be. Let's count this up. So we got 3 levels above the garage unit. Okay, the building behind that one don't have garage unit. It don't look like it don't have a garage unit. So it's gonna be 4 units, 4 floors in all these buildings. By the way, the owner that built this right here, see how the top, the corner is? See how top the corner is? You see how right there? It's the same top and corner for the ones across the street. So most likely it's gonna be the same builder. Look at the corner, look at the corner. Look at the corner. And these right here we can't see yet because it's not even finished being built. But just look how these are all gonna be the same builder. And most likely the same builder, the owner for these use the same builder to build all of them. So just to give you a heads up, the owner for these build always up. They buy the land and they use the same builder to build their properties, and they build their properties quick. It's funny how they could build these apartments up quick, but they can't finish construction across the country. Construction takes 10, 15 years, 20 years for construction on the highway. But when they come time to build these apartments, they build overnight. They build in 6 months. They build in 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. It don't take no year to build these apartments. They build these fast. So you got all these people that live here, look, paying rent, and they never gonna own. Not that owns for everybody. But once all the land is built up, all these apartment complexes and all the houses are built up, eventually at that point, they're gonna keep raising the rent until you're homeless. They're gonna keep raising the rent until you're homeless. And see all the people, look, nice car, look, Cadillac, but she renting though. So she got a car note. If she haven't paid it off yet, she got a car note. I'm not sure she live here. This is assuming she live here. She got a car note, car insurance, gotta put gas in it, gotta pay for maintenance. Then you gotta live in his apartments. let's say the apartment, for example, is $1,200. Next year it could be 13. Yeah, that could be 14. Yeah, that could be 15. Hopefully the car be paid off and haven't broke down or got hit yet. Then it could be 1,500. Then it could be 1,600. Eventually 1,700. And by the time it's 1,800, you could already have a house. And the house could have been almost paid for. Besides paying his rent. Yeah, when you're renting, you have to worry about maintenance. See, because I pay for maintenance. Like, I do my own maintenance sometimes. If I can't do it, then I'll get a plumber, electrician, a roofer. If I can't do it, then I'll get somebody to do it. But I don't think he live here. But anyway, they go on the side. So, yeah, and then you gotta pay you gotta pay for a covered parking spot. If you don't pay for a covered parking, oh, look, they got a garage at the bottom too, though. So these are definitely the same builder, probably the same owner. So look, they got a garage at the bottom. They got covered parking. So you got to pay for covered parking, garage, or you got to fight to the death for a parking spot. And God forbid you don't have a parking spot and you come home like everybody else in America, works 9 to 5. Everybody fight for parking spots at the same time. It's not enough parking for everybody that live here. So you got to fight for parking spots. So you either work at nighttime, come back home in the daytime, at least have parking. But yeah, it's gonna be terrible. And I hope their car's paid for. But look, anyway, you can live here, or you can watch my channel, and I'm gonna teach you how to at least make enough money or survive to hopefully own your own stuff, have nice cars. Eventually, as I get posting more videos on the channel, you see what I have and what I own and how I live. But to get there, you gotta understand. You gotta think outside the box. You can't be like everybody else working 9 to 5, driving in traffic, fighting traffic, spending your money. See how everybody go across the street? That parking lot is crowded. Everybody over there spending money, not saving. Everybody over there spending money, not saving. Everybody over there spending money, not saving. You gotta buy your own food, you gotta cook, and eventually you go buy your own house and live. But yeah, and then when you live in apartments, you know who you living next to. The apartment complex know who you live next to, but you don't know who you live. They do a background check, but anybody could invite anybody over their house. They could meet somebody online, invite them over their house, and now they got a killer, or I can't say the S word and the R word, but they could have a killer or something of a more serious nature like that they invited, who they don't know. They met them on an app, invite them in an apartment complex. They say they do their business. They say the person who they have a background check is leaving at nighttime. You have to be going to work at nighttime, and they bump into you at night in this parking area right here, and just do something crazy. Like, do you really want to live around something like that? Do you really want to have the opportunity or a chance for somebody to bump into you like that? You don't want to do that. So hopefully you watch my channel, and I could teach you. You could live here. You know what I'm saying? But how can you save? How can you save? I got the answer to how can you save. That's coming up soon. But how can you save? Let me point out all these construction sites so the rich people can keep taking your money. And once you move in there, they're going to keep raising your rent. I haven't seen that one person, even myself, I have rented, and the rent did not go up. My rent had always went up when I lived in apartments. Have your rent went up each time? Is it one time that it did not go up? So let's just think about that. Look, and just think about that. Look, all these apartments being built. Come on, yo. Come on. And they're building it quick so to get your behind in there and keep raising the rent. Come on, you want to do that? You want to do that? I'm gonna look up see how much these apartments cost too. The mark. I'm gonna put in the details. I'm gonna look these ones up because these are finished. And this right here is building 4. That right there is building 5. That right there is building 5. So, how many buildings do you think they have? I got to send my drone up eventually, so we see how many buildings they have though. But that's building 4. That's building 5. Let me see. Let me see what building this is. That's building 3 back there. That's building 3. But they got more than 5. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.